What's going on? This Theo Gremminger, aka the OG Fantasy, back at it, talking Week 15 defenses. I dropped another defensive video if you want a little bit more in-depth strategy, but right now we're just talking Week 15 defenses. We want to get after it. We want to get an early start to our fantasy playoffs. Win and go home for some of you. For some of you, it's a 3-week cumulative score. Any way you cut it, we want to have a great start from our team defense. Let's talk about a few must-start defenses. If you have these defenses, you can pretty much check this video out and call it a day. The only thing you could use this for is picking up a defense to block your opponent. So if I have Miami, Kansas City, New Orleans Saints, Cleveland Browns, and I'm going to throw the San Francisco 49ers in there. If I have any of those 5 defenses, I'm just going to use them. I like the matchups enough. We know that those defenses have performed well for us, and I'm just rolling with them. But like many of you, I have teams where I'm going to need to stream, and I need to look a little bit deeper than that. I'm going to give you 6 defenses that you can stream this week, and I feel give you a high upside for a big defensive score and won't really ruin your week if I miss. All of these defenses are readily available in most fantasy leagues. Every single defense here is available in at least 50% of Yahoo leagues, and a few of these defenses are available in 90% of Yahoo leagues. And let's start at the top. I love Las Vegas this week. Justin Herbert's out. Easton Stick is in. Inexperienced quarterback on the road in Vegas against a defense that likes to get after the quarterback. Last week, you saw Las Vegas hold Minnesota to 3 points and registered 5 sacks. They're a home favorite. It's a low-scoring total in Vegas. Love the Raiders' defense. I think they're going to get to Easton Stick. The next defense, the Atlanta Falcons defense. This is an easy one. They're playing Carolina. Over the last 3 games, Atlanta's registered 6 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions. Now they go up against a Carolina team that cannot score and has allowed the 4th most sacks in the league. Smash spot for the Atlanta Falcons defense. Like them a lot this week. The next defense, the Tennessee Titans. Looks like no CJ Stroud this week, and Davis Mills will be in. Tennessee just had an emotional come-from-behind victory against Miami. In that game, they sacked Tua Tagovailoa 5 times, and they've had 12 sacks in their last 3 games played. They become a must-add defense this week if it's Davis Mills behind center. And you want to grab this Tennessee team because they have another matchup against Houston in the fantasy playoffs. If CJ Stroud's unable to go there, you might get 2 for 1 on adding Tennessee this week. The next defense is the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals have won 2 straight games, and they held the Colts to 14 points this past weekend. And one of those scores for the Colts was a pick 6. So they pretty much shut out the Colts. Now Cincinnati goes up against the Minnesota Vikings team. Yeah, Justin Jefferson's playing, but it looks like it's going to be Nick Mullins behind center. Cincinnati defense has the most interceptions in the league, and this is a smash spot. Minnesota has only scored 13 points in their past 2 games combined. Look for Cincinnati to put up a number. The next defense would be the Indianapolis Colts. Now, they're the most rostered defense that I'm mentioning. They are rostered in 42% of Yahoo leagues. But the Colts defense had a second quarter pick 6, really saved their day. Disappointing game against Cincinnati. They have a chance to get right this week against Mitch Trubisky and the reeling Pittsburgh offense. Pittsburgh has lost back-to-back games to Arizona and New England. They're going to struggle against Indianapolis this week. And my last defense, I love the Chicago Bears. Chicago's available in over 90% of Yahoo leagues. They go up against Joe Flacco this week. Listen, Joe Flacco's playing well, but he's 38 years old. He's a statue. This Bears defense has a ton of juice. Back-to-back NFC North wins, and they've allowed 23 points combined to Minnesota and Detroit. Over Chicago's last 3 games, the Bears have 8 sacks, 9 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. Go and grab them. Let's get it this week. Got to get these W's.